Up next, it is hot, it's happening, it's bikini volleyball. No. Now we're going behind the scenes of a new groundbreaking video game when we come back.
So dance.
Welcome back to Good Day LA at 8:43 in the morning. Do you remember Pong? Well, unless you've been serving on a sequestered jury since the 1970s, you should remember it. Video games have come a long way since then. Today, some video games gross more money than some motion pictures, and producing one can be a major undertaking. So we went behind the scenes at Activision and got a close-up look at the production of a new game, Mech Warrior 2.
It's a futuristic combat simulator game. If you've ever seen Empire Strikes Back, the protagonists in the game look like those giant walkers on the ice planet Hoth, and you are a pilot of one of these large giant robots. In putting a video game together, there's many elements to a game like Mech Warrior 2, The Clans. First thing that we'll do is the group of designers will sit down and they will create the layout for a mission.
So is this going to work in theory?
No way. I can't do it. There's too much geometry.
If you change the palette to like a green palette for the ground.
But it'll look odd. It'll look like you're shooting the bottom of the water.
Generally, the day starts out where we grab a couple of cups of coffee and start coming up with as many crazy ideas as possible, and then we slowly whittle away as the day goes on.
Check this out. We have a short yawn plane, okay? We fill the thing with scrounge polys of like crazy smoky stuff.
At that point, the designers will then take their drawings that they've drawn out and they'll hand it off to a 3D artist. That 3D artist will then create three-dimensional images of the buildings and of the terrain. We'll have a 2D artist who will then create the palettes for our worlds. We also have an originally composed audio score.
Adjectives to describe Mech Warrior 2 would be groundbreaking, action-oriented, photorealistic, real-time 3D rendered war game. We're generating an entire world on the fly, and you can move a camera throughout that world, and things will be different depending on your camera angle. Everybody in our industry is very passionate about what they do. They have to be able to work the hours and, you know, dedicate their professional lives towards making games.
The audience is expecting essentially real life. They've heard so much about virtual reality, and they've heard so much about the giant strides that we're taking with this technology. We're pushing the technological envelope every day to the extent that, you know, people are very, very immersed in this environment that we're creating.
So it's almost here. Mech Warrior 2 will be at a software store near you coming this July. Our legal analyst Luke McKissick joins us next to explore key issues in the Simpson trial. Did O.J. leave his house with 5 bags but only had 3 when he got to the airport? We'll talk about that and more when Good Day LA continues.